This might be the dumbest new rivalry I have ever heard about in NASCAR. So recent news has come out about the Sonoma Raceway's repave and maybe kind of lack thereof. It's been a struggle to not crumble. And based on what the pictures look like, it seems that the repave was paper thin, was not done correctly based on both just the eye test, but also what experts say as well. And when NASCAR comes to town, this will be unacceptable. I mean, this looks like Illinois potholes. I know, I live there. And somebody pointed it out. Of course, that somebody would have to be Denny Hamlin. And, well, when Denny Hamlin gets a hold of it, you know that fireworks are going to go off. And he had quote tweeted it saying, "When paving on a budget goes wrong, North Wilkesboro will be next," which is something to keep in mind. SMI, Speedway Motorsports Incorporated, owns Sonoma Raceway, and they own North Wilkesboro. Both are getting repaved or have been repaved for the 2024 campaign. And you see also a history, not only of maybe SMI struggling with reconfigurations and repavings, but also Denny Hamlin calling them out. And from what it looks like, Marcus Smith was pissed and was not going to stand for any more what he looked at as slander towards his company and his workers. Smith would say such by saying, "This is a great post from somebody who doesn't know all the information. Ignorance on display for the world to see. I will delete this tweet when Denny Hamlin sends me a text or gives me a call directly." And I get him being upset. I understand it. I know a lot of people are going to want to dunk on him or dunk on Denny, but I think they both come from a pretty good place with this. Calling out what they see is rightfully wrong, and Smith is defending his company, his workers, and the work they have put forward over the last couple decades in this sport. But Denny Hamlin is not one to stay quiet, to which he responded to Smith by saying, "You don't need to delete. We've seen your reconfiguration record," which again probably is harkening back to Texas and Kentucky and Bristol and others. Smith, not liking this, says, "Well, yes, we take risks. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. We've seen your attempt at the championship as well. When you have a chance, maybe you could give me some golf tips." To me, this is where it goes from, okay, it's a disagreement, to this is now just childish. I get being upset with Denny Hamlin calling that out, but if he does have your number to text or call you, well, maybe you should be the one to reach out and be the bigger man, just saying. Well, Denny Hamlin would then retort back, "Here's your tip. Let somebody else run your business before you blow everything your dad gave you." Yeah, again, we're just reaching childish levels of back and forth that fully fit being on this ass website that is Twitter. No idea why NASCAR and the industry take so much stock in a website that produces this on a regular basis, though I'm a YouTuber, so that's probably really calling the kettle black on that one. So Smith would say, "So proud of my dad. Hall of Famer. If he had a Twitter or X account, I don't think his comment would be family friendly. So listen here, almost NASCAR champion. You keep working at it, and one day you're going to get the big trophy. Thanks for the tip." Smith also followed this up by, well, saying, "Following up my previous post, our team at Speedway Motorsports has an amazing track record for working to exceeding expectations. Your nonchalant post is insult to hundreds of people that are dedicated to exceeding expectations for the racing community and NASCAR fans around the world. A negative comment would carry a lot more weight if you had a championship to back them up. Good luck in your quest for 2024. Well, first off, Mr. Smith, maybe use spell check, just saying. But there's really just one clip, one line, one way that I can perfectly sum this up.
Act like you got some goddamn sense, people!
This is ridiculous. First off, I'll say it for everybody who wants a verdict from me on this. Denny Hamlin won this back and forth easily. he had more than one comeback to Smith, whereas Smith just circled back to championship. But yeah, I get it. If you're a fan, that's a big thing. But if you're trying to actually defend your honor and defend the work that is done, maybe bring something more up than that. Both of these guys, though, are acting like squabbling high school teenage girls. I heard better conversation and arguments when I was in high school than this. And I think both of which, when it comes to sports long-term health and just health in general and overall outlook, should be ashamed of putting this out there. Do I find it funny as hell? Yes. I think this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen because it's absurd to see two people who should be professionals doing this and acting like this in front of the entire world. And yeah, I get it. We're going to hate on either one. Fans are going to hate on Denny Hamlin because he is currently the most hated driver in NASCAR. Fans are going to hate on Marcus Smith because SMI is hated for all they've done to their tracks and the NASCAR and whatnot. And it's easy to hate on somebody that is way higher up and basically punch above your weight. But I'm going to say this too. SMI and in turn Marcus Smith represent half or around half of NASCAR's scheduled races in the top 3 series. They have been a mixed bag. For every success like Atlanta has become, there's a Texas Motor Speedway. I'm not going to say that SMI is perfect by any means. I'm also not going to say that they're completely awful and have completely ruined the sport. But again, this is a huge part of the sport that is basically half of a really bad squabble back and forth. Denny Hamlin, he's the driver's voice right now. He's one of the older drivers. He is the most vocal and outspoken one, and he has the most to lose probably of any of the drivers out there, both in the driving aspect, team ownership aspect, and business aspect with Michael Jordan. Yeah, I get that's the team owner part, but that also can lead to other sponsorships and deals outside of racing altogether. And for both of them to act like this in front of everybody at midnight on a Thursday, well, I guess one positive is, Denny, you got your wish. We're not talking about the damn restart. You came out with your boxing gloves and you started fighting basically a fight of your own with this. But this is just plainly stupid. And that's what I want to kind of end out on. I hope these guys really settle this outside of social media because that's only going to poison the well. And honestly, part of me, until proven otherwise, kind of thinks this is fabricated or just false because it just seems so unbelievable. There's no way that this can be real, right? Well, I think it's a perfect place to give it to you. What do you think? Do you think that one or the other is right? Do you think they're both right or wrong? Or you're like me and you just don't know what the hell to think and you're just waking up on a Friday morning to find out Twitter drama, basically. Let me know down in the comments below. While you're at it, leave a like in this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel for more great and fun NASCAR content. Thank you so much to all my channel members for your continued support. And until next time, have a good one, and don't squabble on Twitter.